More and more, we are living in a shrinking, more interconnected world because of the increasing human movements for different reasons and because of the online and virtual connections. These more frequent global interconnections, if from a certain standpoint represent a great opportunity, are also the cause of great pressures and social divisions. Indeed, if certain people are still anchored to their local roots, often living in suburban and rural areas and feeling disoriented and marginalized, other people, more and more cosmopolitan, with a higher level of education and in most cases concentrated in bigger urban centers, work in contact with different cultures and different countries. While by the former, the multicultural identity is often perceived as a threat or a factor of crisis, sometimes causing phenomenon of radicalization toward the others, perceived as different from oneself, for the latter, multiple belonging is often a life choice and is seen as a resource. The increasing of interconnections also make us realize that across the world we all face common challenges, such as those posed by economic recessions, local, regional, and international conflicts, or climate change. The acquisition of global competence has become increasingly important. Countries across the world face increasing challenges, including the integration of newly arrived people through migration crisis, rises in nationalism, and preparing our youth for life in a digitally interconnected global society where they face uncertain futures. These global challenges have been mapped by the UN as the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and have been included in the UN 2030 Agenda, towards which countries, institutions, and organizations of different kinds and people gain in civic society, groups or individually, are called to take action to contribute to the achievements of the 17 SDGs and consequently to the solution of global challenges. Global challenges require people to become globally competent, developing dispositions, skills, knowledge, and understanding that enable us to live and work effectively in diverse societies, and possible to contribute to the solutions of global challenges. For these reasons, universities and academics can contribute in developing global citizens, people who consider themselves citizens of the world, and not only because they are curious or cosmopolitan, because they live and work abroad or because they travel for different reasons, and who are globally competent. Global citizens are persons able to understand the political, economic, social, and cultural interdependence of today's world, and they know how to move between different levels, the local, the national, and the global. Global citizens are aware of global problems and challenges, either because they consider them firsthand or because they keep themselves informed. They have developed a sense of responsibility and commitment and show empathy and solidarity to help to create a more sustainable world. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development defined global competence as the capacity to examine local, global, and intercultural issues, to understand and appreciate the perspectives and worldviews of others, to engage in open, appropriate, and effective interactions with people from different cultures, and to act for collective well-being and sustainable development. There are, of course, other related definitions, and it is easily recognizable that intercultural competencies are part of global citizen skills. However, global citizen skills were conceptualized more recently, in the second half of the 90s, than intercultural skills. It is important that teachers develop their intercultural and global citizen skills first, so that they can support with didactic choices in terms of content and classroom methodologies what students need to develop their intercultural and global citizen skills.